if I were to send the same inputs through on the other side, I could have this twice and then send the outputs out of the lower and upper side of this, or south and north. But first I would need to make sure that more stuff is actually coming in. The color might be low. Maybe I need to send in more color. There are no color extenders yet, so I will just copy this whole thing. Except that I will need to change the output location. I need pipes. Three. And this will be 4. And now I basically need space pipes to feed into each other. And then I should have the green stuff on all different belts, or on all different positions of the belt. This is done. Now I need the blue parts. Currently I'm sending them to trash. Not sure if I want to do that right now or maybe later. So I might just try getting more of the green stuff through this pipe. So maybe there's not enough color right now to color all of these shapes. Maybe I also need to do a more dedicated, better factory for that. Currently I'm painting 2 different items, or 2 different colors for the same item on this big space platform. So I still need to combine this with this shape, and I prepared this already halfway. Space belts. Okay. So I guess I will take half of this for now. And just use a stacker. I think the green stuff is at the bottom and the blue stuff is at the top. I wonder why it doesn't show any indicators. Doesn't it arrive yet, or doesn't it count? I hope that's the item that I actually need. And now I will just send it through. Let's look at the milestones. Yeah, these ones. And 14,000 is what I need. So I might have to send through more of these items. Not sure why there are not so many of these. I guess, yeah, they still go through here. They shouldn't go through here. I don't need those there anymore. Maybe I also sometimes need to be a bit more bold about just removing parts of my factory sometimes and trying to rebuild things. For now I will try building a new mining setup right here. And then I need these extenders. And then this should mine the shapes correctly. Now I need a coloring blueprint, basically. I wonder if I could narrow this down to a smaller shape. Basically a smaller blueprint or footprint. And then I would basically send in this whole belt full of green color. Not even using the fourth part of this. I hope this has enough throughput, otherwise I might try to add a tank there. I wonder why this is sometimes waiting so long. Maybe I should also try to steal from there. Even more green shapes, but I will now try to do a separate coloring area. For now on a very small, what's it called, platform or foundation. Space pipe going in there. Space belt coming in from the top. I guess I can always change that if necessary. Now I see a little spider in real life hanging in front of my screen. And I will just slightly move that. Sorry if that is not the information you wanted to hear. I sort of want to copy this setup. I don't know if all of this makes sense. But then I can see how big this is and whether I have to adjust a few things. You like spiders? Was a fairly tiny one, just 1 millimeter or so. I hope it's not a dangerous one. Maybe most of them are not particularly dangerous. I hope it doesn't crawl into my keyboard or anything. Okay, now I need to make sure these pipes are filled. This is the wrong direction. Green stuff should be arriving here. Like that. Does this work? Sort of not. I don't know how to do this. Maybe I need to send this around for a bit. And then go up and then around. Okay. And then I need to send out the outputs somewhere, but I still also need to connect the inputs, but I need to keep both of these things in mind. I will cut this for now and build another fluid tunnel. I can jump or tunnel through 4 spaces. So now I have a little bit more space in this area, and I would like to move this over by a bit. Now I can build a space belt there. It should still work the same way. Except I did disconnect the outputs. But also I need to actually move where the output is going. So now I want to actually do it like this. Not sure whether it will still work the same way. Okay, I have a new idea. Maybe. So every other output is different. Let me just think this through. So all of these rotated ones need to use an extra space, basically. And now something isn't coming in. Green isn't coming in. Is the color interrupted somehow? Oh, I added space belts rather than space pipes there. It's quite annoying because they look quite like belts. So now green should be arriving again in a few moments. There is green color. Okay, and then right here I will send things up and this way. Although, yeah, for now, for the moment, I will send this down and through there. But this will change in a bit. This doesn't need to be there. Can save on some annoyingness. Can also connect this a bit more smoothly. So when will the green stuff arrive? I guess it is arriving now. Finally. But I'm about to rebuild this in a proper meta or manner. Still not sure if I might be able to reduce the blueprint. I think this distance between the factories, between the coloring, needs to be there because otherwise I couldn't have belts coming through there and being combined from the outputs. Basically, from the top I'm sending in the squares, which I should just do rather than only talking about it. Let's just send in one of these belts. This might be only prototype 1 and maybe I can do prototype 2 soon. And this is basically one more input. And now I could throw outputs somewhere. Another possibly cool thing is that this only has 4 as a blueprint or as a footprint. So I might be able to use these launchers. Could use launchers right there. And then also there for the outputs from the other side. I mean, this is quite illogical that this could work, because it's throwing items directly through this factory. I will see how that will look in the game. Let's just see. So this actually throws items through this factory, which doesn't totally make sense, but okay. Am I doing this there? Oh yes, I guess I rotated the whole world by 180 degrees and I almost thought it was here, but this is not here. What I could do is already copy this, maybe, or maybe later. Later I will just copy this and mirror it and basically paste it there again on the other side, and then I have the double output. For now I want to get the green stuff out. And yeah, I might get the green stuff through here for now. green squares. There will be 4 belts, potentially. I don't know how many there will be really. Now I need space belts, or yeah, belts. Need to always be aware whether it's space belts or space pipes, because the space pipes almost look like belts. Okay, it's on the left side, the two... Yeah, they are above each other, sort of. Then I will throw this over here. Might just combine this actually. And getting even more. And I don't know what to do with that. Potentially I might even have more inputs there. I'm not sure how many inputs I can process, or whether this would be done with the amount it currently gets. Need to look at whether the outputs get filled when all of the green stuff actually arrives. So how much can this deal with? I wonder whether 4 is counting. I mean, do I need 4 machines for 4 belts, or for 4 inputs per input? I mean, there are 2 inputs, so maybe I need 8 of these machines actually. And then I couldn't quite give the full throughput. I think these are 14 by 14, so this wouldn't quite work. But now it sort of looks like it's getting full. And I couldn't get more through anyway. Now I want to look where this is going. Maybe I could take an additional belt from the top. I will just pretend that it exists. Later I will actually use that what exists. I guess I will have to make sure that stuff is actually arriving there. And it doesn't really matter which side I'm pulling from. But I might need some kind of extra platform to sort things out. I just don't know where I would build this, possibly before this platform. So let's just build another platform where I will sort the inputs for this one, because I haven't yet prepared that properly. There are 2 lanes of white or gray squares that are not yet doing anything properly, and I could just build a space tunnel. Okay, the squares are now arriving. And I want to take the ones that are not going this way, so the ones on the right. The ones on the right are not really moving at the moment, because they are not used yet. And now I also want to send the green stuff through here. Like this. Okay, and I guess I will try to rebuild this now. Then I will mirror the whole thing. Like that. I hope it will do exactly the same output. And now I basically need to route these items through here. I guess green is on top and gray is at the bottom, and I need to be aware of which to send. I think the rightmost. Like this. And I hope this will result in the same output. Why isn't this throwing anything? I guess... oh yes, it depends on both being used. It would be nice if there were buildings that could equalize the top and the bottom row, basically like splitters or balancers for these kinds of things. Not sure how to deal with that otherwise. Maybe I would need another kind of machine that deals with those things. Anyway, for now I will try to take something from there. I guess I might just try to merge this. Or just build separate versions of this thing. Basically doing the same thing. Just with different inputs from here. But the bad thing is that I still need to send through these items actually. So I still need to send this. I wonder whether anything will be on the top side of this. I guess not. So I will just try to send this to the vortex. Just the top layer. Maybe even of both, I don't know. Now I want to look again at this. I guess I might send the top layer of this as well. I wonder whether this would work as a proper balancer or whether that would basically slow down both of the belts. It sort of looks like it would slow down both of the belts, because they would all wait on each other, but I would need to investigate this. Whether the throughput changes or the speed. Maybe it's actually always flowing, but I can't really judge that. So I can basically check how efficient a belt is. Does this mean, yeah, it's 45% efficient at the moment? I'm not sure if standing belts would just count as totally inefficient. Belts where basically nothing flows through. So now I need the top of this to also now I want to look at the milestones. So I already have 1200 of those. And this might be coming close to 4000 soon. And there's another task that I finished. Even more tasks that I finished. I wonder whether I could stop sending these, the red ones, or maybe build these things in a different place. I'm quite happy that I built this. This is basically a design for scrambling two full blocks together to be a checkerboard pattern. Theoretically, what I might be able to do is move this down a bit and have maybe even 3 more of those machines on the top and then sending stuff out through the top as well. This would require more inputs on both sides. I could try to count the efficiency. I would need to wait for the calculation there. So this is 54, 45, it wobbles around there. And what about this one? This is 100% efficient, 90 shapes per minute. Some of these belts are probably not that efficient. This one seems to slow down a bit. 50 something. Sometimes just half efficient. Basically, these items go here, and then they are combined with the other ones. This doesn't have any outputs yet. Okay, what's up with the blue stars? Would I send more of those? I guess I could. I just want to send all of them through rather than combining them. Okay, this sends more blue stuff through, but I guess I'm not even sending that many stars in. Stars are very far away, so I will just copy this whole thing, mirror. Now this should mine more of these stars. And I guess I would need to feed in more inputs. Not sure if I then would need another of these coloring machines. Possibly. I will just take a little break and be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back at the factory. Let's look at what I actually need and what not. I guess these items are sort of useless by now. So if I could cut some parts of, maybe even all of this, or I will just cut this there and cut this there. So the mining can stay for now, but the rest will just go. I don't want to have too much more processing on this island. I can take the green and red. Let's just go here. So there's this stacking. I want to see whether green and red... Yeah, I don't need to stack them that way. I might try to rotate them and stack them the other way. Or the better solution would be to just use a swapper. I think this game has really cool ideas in terms of what you can do with things. Really cool concepts, multi-dimensional thinking and such. Okay, now I might not even need the 2 layers there. I guess I can activate the train milestone soon. No, I mean, this has happened now, but yeah, let's see. I will immediately try to deal with that. That was there. And now I want to send through the 3rd of these belts. Blue stars. I wonder why there's not enough of them here. Possibly the color or the star shapes are not enough. I guess I wanted to increase the amount of color being sent, or the amount of coloring that's happening. Let's now just send this through. Like this, maybe. I guess I wanted to do more or better coloring. I guess I will just copy the whole thing. Maybe I need to also send more color through. I guess that's the first important fact. How much would it cost? Or could I already do this? I don't know. Upgrades. Someday a third floor would be nice, but not now. Fluid miner extensions. I guess that's a nice thing to have. I wonder about the trains and whether I will need that many colors. I wonder what these routing options will mean. Sadly, I can't see the cost of this. So maybe for now I will not try to invest into that. I will just change where the pipe goes. I wonder whether I might also just send things through on the same pipe. I will not try this out now, but I might at another time. So let's just do one big pipe. Okay, I forgot to go to the coloring place. Maybe I could also unlock the fluid tank. I like to store things sometimes. Then I will have a buffer, I guess. And this will be flooded with more blue stuff in a moment. So this will help with little shortages, or when at some point there's enough and at another point there's not enough. So now there is an additional belt of blue stars, potentially. I'm not sure whether this will actually work. Can I? scroll through my last blueprints? I don't know. I don't think so. That would be doable in Factorio, but not here. I guess I'll just make a new blueprint of this again. Now I need one more thing, I guess. I guess I want to remove the whole input chaos mess that it is right now and just redo that properly. So we have the bottom of this, then we have the top of this. I think I might even use the launcher to make this a bit cleaner. Right. This is where the next one would need to go. And then one level higher. Let's use the launcher. Let's remove this for a while. I guess I could also use launchers right there. Then I could do a different launcher there. Yeah, maybe I will do everything with launchers at the end. This launcher needs to be one layer up, and then I will just need to go down from there, like this. So I guess this should help getting more of these items through. Now I would like to look north and work on red and green, this shape. This should be here. I guess I did just remove this and then something else happened and I did totally get distracted. So let's look at something else. I guess the swapper is what I want. This is in cutting. And I guess the direction doesn't matter. And now I want to use the launcher in between. Just don't know where exactly. Possibly right here somewhere. Maybe 4 are enough. One, 2, 3, 4. And then not like this. So okay, then I will just rotate things so they are orientated correctly. I'm again not looking at north, but it's fine. And I guess I should just use one of these already existing outputs. I will have to check where this would actually arrive. Maybe okay, it would arrive in these machines and I don't need to use those like that, I think. Later I will have to combine those with a circle. I might even do that on the hub platform, like here, with some circles, maybe those. I might actually use the middle two slots. Not sure what was there before. I will try to investigate if there's anything else that might arrive on this belt. I guess there's nothing. Now outside of my window I have a helicopter. I hope you can't hear that. I wanted to use the middle two things. And maybe I shouldn't take different amounts there. I wonder how long this will take to arrive. I guess they are not yet at the hub. Just want to make sure they land correctly or in the correct places. Can I investigate how long it would take to fulfill this milestone? Would be nice to have some kind of estimated time of fulfillment. In the meantime, I might just try to do these mushrooms or these fighter jets with a blue thing on top. I don't really want to try to increase the throughput. I would like to do more throughput when I have trains. I think they are especially designed for that. There are circles. I think I wanted to use those circles at some point to make these mushroom items. I don't know what kept me from that. Don't want to send them anymore. And I don't need to send these at the moment. I need to combine those with the blue things that I am removing there. I will remove the removals and basically build a belt on another layer to transport these blue things away. Hope I'm not destroying anything. So I guess just combining them like this would be actually correct. This needs to be removed for the moment. I will check in a moment whether that is correct or not. Need to get onto this layer and then build a launcher. And then a stacker or a stack of stackers. And that is just slightly off. Need to build the launcher a bit earlier. Oh no. I built it on the wrong layer. Need to go up to build the launcher. This is always a bit confusing. I don't know if there would be any better way to implement this to make it less confusing. And now this should be the correct part. I guess I will just try to deliver 1200. Theoretically I might do the same thing with these items and basically have double the production. Let me just think whether that's feasible. Pressing the wrong buttons sometimes. Okay, and there I would build another launcher on this level. Everything is connected apparently. Yes. Okay, I need the blue stuff. And this is basically just waiting for these items to go further. And I also see a solution for when this might get stuck. At least I hope so. Now I just need another... Okay, I don't even need this to be there. I just want another stack of stackers. Like that. And then they go in there. They go in here. And this should be it. I could design this a bit more efficiently. Okay. I guess that's done. Now I want these half mushroom feet to be combined with the actual circles there. Let's do this. Shape miner. And then shape miner extension. I think I should someday make a mining thing, blueprint. Maybe I'll just copy this one. Copy, save. I guess just for miner. And I don't know, I could also search in these tag names. I don't know if these tags or icons have names. Now I need to find the mining. I guess this looks like a pump, not a miner. I'm bad at searching for things. Yeah, this is probably the mining drill area. Anyway, yes, I wanted to use that. Probably there. And it didn't place it anyway. Now it did place it. Finally. Needed to convince it to place. And now I get these circles that I want to split into half and combine with these mushroom feet. I think I will just take a space belt, enter it here. Then I need to cut these into pieces.